For a year and a half now, since the launch of Ryzen 9 3900X in July of 2019, I have been saying that Ryzen 9 with 12 cores and 24 threads is the future, with 70 megabytes of on-chip cache and amazing multitasking performance and very, very good, if not the best, single-core performance. It is great today, and it's great for many, many years to come. It's a wonderfully future-proof CPU that will both take care of even medium-sized tasks today that don't need 12 cores, but you will grow into it over time, and you could just make your platform last a long time. Now, let me offer a counter-argument to that, because I've had a lot of people say to me, that's dumb. Gamers don't need 12 cores. They don't need them today, and it will be many years before gamers need 12 cores. Well, you're right. And you're not right, because it always depends. This is a counterpoint to the generalized advice that you see put out on the internet, on websites and other YouTube channels, and it's generally correct for a specific audience, but there's really no single piece of advice. I give all kinds of advice and answer all kinds of questions, and I get people who say, but in this other video you said something different. You said this, and over here you said something different. What's going on? Well, let me explain. The Ryzen 3 3100 4-core 8-thread chip and the i3 10100 4-core 8-thread chip are awesome. And then the Ryzen 9 3900X and 5900X 12-core 24-thread chips are awesome for different people. If you came to me and said, look, I just need a computer to get on the web, do some basic tasks, do my email, do my Word documents, I want to play some casual games, I just want to have some fun. Great, what kind of games do you want to play? That's a very important question. Well, I would like to play some Overwatch, some Minecraft, I'd like to play a pinball game or two, maybe a couple of free-to-play games like World of Tanks or something like that, maybe a few older games. I'm not really a big gamer, but I just want something that will play games that's snappy and responsive. It doesn't feel sluggish. I want something that's nice and modern with modern technologies that I can use for a number of years in that criteria. 4 cores and 8 threads is your baby. That's it. You don't need more. You don't even need 6 cores. 4 cores will run a substantial percentage of all the games made in the past 10 years.
Is that one monitor doing nothing else?
Even 2 monitors.
1080p?
Yeah, 1080p, 60 frames per second, modest graphics card, assuming it was available, the new RTX 3060 that just got announced, or the upcoming RX 6700, or even the previous generation of graphics cards. Again, if you're playing Fortnite, Minecraft, World of Tanks, Overwatch, those will all run on 4 cores, 8 threads just fine. You do not need 6, 8, or 12 cores for that. Even with 2 monitors, you don't.
Right.
But again, we are talking about casual gamers.
Correct.
Playing entry-level, older games, free-to-play games, lower demanding games, and people who are not expecting 144 frames per second, perfection in their frame times. They're not competitive esports gamers. They don't look at their monitor's 1 millisecond refresh rate and go, I need to buy a different mouse because this mouse has a 3 millisecond response time. I need a 1 millisecond mouse. Yeah, most people don't care. Most people don't care. If you do, great, that advice doesn't apply to you. Because Fortnite, for example, is smoother with the recent updates and patches they've had on a 6-core 12-thread chip. Fortnite will use 6 cores. It doesn't need them.
But it will use them.
It will use them. What does it use them for? Improves the frame times. It improves the 1% low. It improves the game's responsiveness. Mm-hmm. How many people play that game and don't even know what a frame time is?
Oh, probably a lot.
Millions.
A lot of kids. They're not sitting there looking at frame times. They're just shooting things and building things. And
now let's take the other end of the spectrum. Somebody comes and says, look, man, I'm tired of playing on consoles. I'm tired of playing with my old FX 6300. I want to play Cyberpunk 2077. I want to play Watch Dogs Legion. I want to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I am a competitive gamer. I want to play Call of Duty, Warzone, and Modern Warfare in the big 100-player competitive mode. I want amazing frame times, and I just got myself a new 1440p 144 hertz monitor, and I'm eyeing the new 240 hertz monitors that just came out. 4 cores is enough for me, right?
It's like that game dev that was trying to play Valhalla on 4 cores with a 1650. So I just don't understand why it's not good.
Because you're using the wrong hardware for the wrong game. That's the person who should absolutely positively either buy a Ryzen 9 or an i9. That's the person who needs fast RAM, the best video card they can possibly afford. There is no upper bounds to the video card you buy, no matter what your resolution is, if that's you. If high frame rate, high quality, modern AAA games is your jam, buy every bit of computer that you can reasonably afford. There's an upper limit. Don't buy a Threadripper. That's silly. But in the consumer side of the space, there is no overkill within a budget because you'll grow into it. If you want it to last more than a hot minute, 6 cores, give me a break. That's a joke. It's not going to last you 5 seconds. It's a waste of time and a waste of money. Now, if that's all you can afford, that's fine, but you got to temper your expectations.
Well, you have to play different games.
Or you have to play different games. Or you just have to expect that
compromises will be made.
Your experience is just going to be uneven, and sure, you can play Cyberpunk on a 4-core 8-thread chip, but yeesh, no. I'm very grateful I have 8 cores at home to play that. I've been playing that a lot lately, and I've actually finally gotten into it. I'm kind of getting into that jam now.
Kind of getting into it?
The first 20 hours was very sleepy, but it's getting better. So computer advice is highly dependent on your expectations, what you want to do with it.
Your use case.
If you're playing games, what games?
AAA, esports, older.
Overwatch and Apex Legends and Cyberpunk and Valhalla are not... You can technically call them both games. Not by much. They are alien to each other in terms of requirements. What frame rate do you expect? What resolution do you play at? And as you said earlier, do you play on one monitor or two monitors? The casual
3 monitors.
Or 3 monitors.
Ultra wide, even.
Do you live stream? Do you multitask? And how long do you want it to last? Because if you only want 2 years out of it, that's one thing.
Yep.
But I see a lot of people saying, I'm building a machine for the next 4 to 5 years. 12 cores is your jam if that type of modern stuff is your thing. And you'll need a midterm life graphics card upgrade in the meantime.
Correct. And
anybody buying a $1,000 machine today with a 6-core 12-thread chip and an RTX 3060 or an RX 6700 expecting it to last 4 years for AAA games, frankly, even at 1080p is going to be disappointed.
I need my good luck with that cup.
Good luck with it. But if you take the top new games off the list,
yes,
and if you say, I just want to play existing games for the next few years, okay, it'll do that.
It will.
When you ask questions about what computer should you buy, what hardware, is it worth upgrading, you have to be very specific about your expectations for performance, what games you want to play, what resolution and frame rate, and how long you want it to last. Because without that information...
And your budget.
And
also what you currently have.
And, see, that's 6 things. Rogue's awesome. If you don't provide that information, any answer you get, be it from me, be it on our Tech Deals Discord, be it on Twitter, Reddit, or the YouTube comment section, is pretty useless. Because it probably makes assumptions about answers to those questions that the person answering is making based on their situation and not yours.
Correct.
Do you have anything else to add to this thought?
No, well, I guess so. It's kind of like I need a pair of shoes. Okay, what kind of pair of shoes do you want? Do you need them for work? Do you need them to go in the yard? What size are you? What color do you want? I mean, yeah, be more specific with what you're needing or what you're needing.
Do you expect premium shoes that last a long time, or are you okay with budget shoes that you buy every year because you get them muddy and dirty and you just
You just need a pair of $30 Crocs and you're okay with that. Do you need support? So yeah, you need to be specific with your questions.
I like your shoe analogy.
You like that?
We're going to start using that.
Yeah. Who throws the shoe?
That's awesome. Anyway, let us know what you think in the comment section below. I'll be looking forward to your thoughts.